and excavate.
There's a man named Pat Currie, he's got a passion for the news. Brings the stories of Big Rapids and Mecosta County to you. Tune in and turn it up, let's have some fun.
All right, here we go.
Merry Christmas, first of all, huh?
Oh, Merry
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the greatest time of the year. It's last night, my daughter and I went to the Sawmill and played euchre on Monday nights. The Sawmills have euchre, and we have a lot of fun. The guy does a great job over there, and Slenda's boy there, I can't think of his first name, I apologize.
Fred?
Yeah.
Fred?
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
Fred?
Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. That's boy, there's somebody that you know and you know their name. That's pretty good. Congratulations.
I've only been here 8 years.
It's always a first.
No problem.
Oh, man. Every
Yeah,
Monday, huh? I love euchre. That's great.
Yeah, you should come over on Monday nights. Yeah, it's open to everybody. It doesn't cost anything. You know, you want to have a drink or something to eat. They have good food and favorite beverages. And, yeah.
Nice.
But more importantly, it was just the people that go there are the greatest people on earth. I swear to God, I have more darn fun with them. And a lot of them I'd never known because they're from all over Barreton. They come in from Paris and, Baldwin. It's just a great group of people. Very nice. But anyway, we have a lot to be thankful for, as we do every week. And the older you get, the greatest gift you can get is a compliment on your sons or daughters, more or less your family. I used to always get compliments of my dad when he was here on earth, and my mother. They were just two great people. And then I never tried to emulate my dad because I couldn't do that. It's just like Carly Schuberg with Rex Schuberg. You know, Rex couldn't emulate him, and Tyler can't emulate Rex. I just use that because a lot of people are familiar with that name.
Which is often a good thing.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah. I got Jeff.
Sorry,
Thorne with
Rex.
me. I'm sorry. I got a late guest this morning. I wanted my little grandson to come, but he's still sleeping. I hope he's okay because a lot of stuff, a lot of people are under the weather right now. But Jeff Thorne just happened to stop in to say hello to the group of the guys this morning, and I collared him and I say, you want to come on? He was on a few months ago back in the day, and he's a good Christian besides being a great father and a husband. And I thought, well, come on in and let's talk a bit about Christmas and what it means to you.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Pat.
But getting back to what I was going to say, Skipper's wife, Two Hats Ranch out there.
Glenna Bettis.
She texted me the nicest thing about Matt yesterday. She said, your son, he's just a real great guy. He helped me out, blah, blah, blah. And she was really just very nice words, and I appreciate that. And Matt does make me proud to call him my son, and Adam does too, and Abby Rose. She's in there working this morning with the family there. And those two boys are kind of taking it over, and I do believe they're going to be both successful. They're taking care of people, and that's what my dad's legacy was, is caring for people. So I guess my time is not nearing, but maybe I'll go full-time on radio with Bob here every morning.
There you go. Yeah, you can do the morning show.
They always say you should change jobs every 10 years. I've never done that, but
every good structure begins with a solid foundation, right?
Right.
And your dad and your family laid a solid foundation which you have built upon, and now your sons are building upon, and now they're dressing it out.
Yeah.
And really getting to
they always
take it
say
to another level.
What's that? Third generation fails the company, and my boys are a third generation, but I don't think they're going to fail. I think they'll do better than I ever did. I think I really, truly do. But, last week, Bob, I think I talked about Bill Urbis, didn't I? He passed. He was a good friend to a lot of people. He's a rodeo guy, a cowboy at heart, and grew up as a cowboy. And the Urbis is our big name in Reed City, and I know I chatted about him last week, but I just wanted to bring it up one more time because I went to his funeral last Wednesday, I think it was. And I've been to a lot of funerals, and that preacher and the whole setup to give him a send-off, you might say.
Celebration of life.
Yeah, it was beautiful. That church up there, I think it's a Lutheran.
Nazarene
Church.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful church. But the first song, and I wish we could play it here, but we can't because we're streamlining and we're on Facebook here. But that one, she's an Irish gal, and it's Jealous of an Angel Around the Throne Tonight, I think it was. You know that song, Jeff. You're pretty good at it. you know, jealous of the angel around the throne. And why did you leave me without? They played that song first, then they played Luke Combs, a couple of his songs.
Oh,
and they have the big screen up there, and they did the video of it and everything. Gosh,
nice.
Just a beautiful ceremony of a beautiful family up there, the Urbises. But I felt so bad for Sherry because, you know, he's passed away at 67 years old. You know, we're all 70 and older. And
Well, getting there.
You're not, but Joe and I looked at Joe Bayshaw, just walked in. But, you know, we're just very fortunate. And I just asked you guys to come on and maybe reminisce about your childhood days, what was the greatest gift you ever got. But, you know, it's not always material things, you know, it's things like family. And I just have been very fortunate. I always tell everybody the greatest gifts I've gotten so far are 7. And they'll say, what are they? And they're children, my grandchildren. I just love them immensely. And I tell you, the money can't buy a good family. And I've been blessed with one. I just want to touch on my 2 daughter-in-laws, and I've done this before. I have 2 of the best daughter-in-laws that God has ever gifted a man. I got a great family, a great wife, great siblings. We all get along great, and we're going to see each other December 28th. We rent the hall again this year at St. Mary's Parish Center, so all the Curries and their grandkids will all be there. So it'll be a great reunion, and yeah, it's just been blessed. But anyway, Joe, I brought you along with Jeff here, and Jeff, good morning.
Morning.
And,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Merry
and
Christmas,
you've
Joe,
got a wonderful
Bob.
family.
And I'll tell you what, you hit it right on the nail on the on the head. I first thing that comes to mind is family. You know, I grew up in the Detroit area, but my parents were from the South, and so I had that good Southern, upbringing. My dad's from Mississippi, my mom's from Tennessee, and my parents were both 7th born out of 8 kids. So I had aunts and uncles and cousins, and I'm telling you, even though we were in Detroit area and they were in Tennessee and Georgia and Kentucky, Mississippi, I knew every one of them, my aunts and uncles and my cousins, because my parents taught us the importance of family. And our family vacations were relative hopping.
Yeah.
My dad, God bless him, I just so proud of my dad. He was a maintenance welder for Detroit Diesels, and after World War II, he come and learned a skilled trade. He was from a poor cotton family in Mississippi. And we would go back every summer, a couple of weeks, and go to this one and that one. And so they really instilled us the importance of family, to know our family. And to this day, my cousins, and we keep in touch. And, even though we're the older ones now.
What kind of presents did you get on Christmas Day when you were a kid? Do you remember any specific?
Yeah, one that stands out. Really, it's funny you mentioned that because I was the 3rd boy. I have 2 older brothers. So the youngest gets his hand-me-downs.
Right.
I get hand-me-down baseball gloves and boots and stuff like that. Well, one Christmas, I was about 10 years old, and I come out of the bedroom, shooting through the living room to go wake my brothers up, and out of the corner of my eye, by the tree, I see this bicycle. You remember the old Schwinn orange crate? Had the banana seat and a sissy bar up the back, and everything. And I just froze in my tracks. I stopped and I looked over that and I went, whoa, and I could tell that was it. So I got a brand new bicycle. It's the first time I got a brand new bicycle. And I took that sucker out and rode it in the snow.
Yeah.
But that's something that really stuck out, that my parents, it got me my own bike. I didn't have a hand-me-down anymore, but we didn't get a lot of big expensive stuff, but my dad used to say how growing up in the South, they'd get a fruit, they'd get an orange or an apple in their stocking. That was the big thing, it's fresh fruit, and we don't think hardly anything of it nowadays, but that was a big thing. So they would do stocking stuffers and everything. Yeah.
I think we always looked forward to Christmas. Of course, I come from a large family of 12, so there was 14 of us with mom and dad there, and we just whatever we got, we were really appreciative. We didn't get a lot, but I think the most memorable one I ever got, or my siblings ever got, was sleds, because we had Devil's Hill right there behind Spadowski's house. And it's kind of sad because you look over there behind Eleanor's house now, and on Bridge Street, and it's all forest up that hill. There wasn't a twig could grow on that hill because we slid down that every night after school until dark. And then we slid down the summertime with boxes from Good Housekeeping back then. We'd go down and get a washing machine box or whatever and slide down that. And there's an ant hill. I'll never forget it. Dickie, Dan, and I, we'd see if we could fly over, how far we could fly over that. But how we survived, I mean, Dickie, I think it was Dickie, jumped into a barrel and away he went. Never did that again. But we did the darndest things, and we'd slide right out into Bridge Street, and cars. Back then there wasn't a lot of traffic, but there would be a car coming now and then.
Yeah.
We had to be careful, but we weren't. We just slide right across into Higginson's lawn. But that's what we did on our vacation, Christmas vacation, and even when it wasn't vacation. I mean, that's why I probably wasn't academically very well in school, because we slid, but we knew how to get up that Devers Hill. But
it was a science experiment. Those were science experiments.
But
experiencing gravity and physics,
but getting a sled that you could direct. Wow, those are cool. Yeah. And then they came out with the toboggan. You know, I mean, they had the toboggan, I'm sure, in 1850s, Stone Age, but the toboggans was a big thing. You get 3 or 4 of you on there, and you can really go like Hell. I can say that, right, Bob? I just can't say
Christmas Eve, don't say it.
Yeah, shouldn't say that. Yeah.
Double hockey.
Well, you know, I want you guys to know I was going to have Father Jagger on here this morning from St. Mary St. Paul Catholic Church, but I couldn't get him on here, so I figured you two Protestants probably equal that.
We'll level that.
We'll level that. Yeah. Well,
remember any memories, Joe? When you were little?
Christmas, we got one gift, special gift.
Yeah.
And I can remember my dad, we'd go to Volker's, John Deere, and my dad says, boy, if you could have one of those toys, you know, the John Deere toys, right? Which one would you want? And this was like a month before Christmas, so it wasn't clicking, you know?
Clicking, yeah.
A little slow.
Right.
And anyway, then I would wake up Christmas and there was that John Deere tractor, and the next year it was a wagon, and then that was pretty special.
Well, you know, my wife's real creative, as everybody here knows, and she's just unbelievable, the imagination she does with these kids, our grandkids. So she took every one of those individually out shopping for their parents.
Oh, yeah.
And she let them get a gift for them. And little Willie, I call him Willie, his name's Chip, he's just turned 4. So he gets out there and she goes, no, you can pick anything you want for your mom and dad. So what is it? And he went and picked this beautiful umbrella out. Very unusual, right?
Yeah.
And she says to him, she goes, okay, that's what you want to get your mom. He goes, yep. Why did you pick that umbrella? Well, because it's going to rain, and when it rains, I don't want my beautiful mother to get wet.
Oh, my
yeah. So
4 years old.
Yeah.
You couldn't have wrote that.
No. And the other ones all got pretty good, unique gifts, too. And I wanted Owen to come on this morning with me. He's just turned 7. And he could tell us what everybody got their mom and dad. He's pretty ingenious on that, memories. But they all got some pretty neat little gifts. But, you know, you can just imagine, you know, what kids
the
are
imaginations.
Thinking. Yeah. You know, Joe, we'll get back to Christmas here in a minute. But you just went and witnessed a 3rd national championship down there in McKinney, Texas. I couldn't go because of family obligations. I had to clean the bathroom. But anyway, well, it's once every week I have to clean the bathroom, Bob, and it was Saturday was my turn, and I had to do it. But anyway.
Hey, Pinocchio.
But I was on the way to Texas. I was about St. Louis, Missouri.
Right.
And I talked to you.
Right. Yeah, I called you.
And you goes, I wish we would have went. I would have known you were driving by yourself, or my wife and I.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, and now you couldn't have went?
Right, not really. No, I had to stay. We had a.
I got to go by proxy. My youngest daughter, Amy, and her husband Tyler live 20 minutes from McKinney Stadium.
Oh yeah.
I got a hold of her, and we've known Mike Wissink. He's the chaplain. With the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in there. He's the team chaplain, and so I called up my daughter, and she went to. Our kids went to school with the Wissinks kids growing up and stuff, and so they got online and got tickets, and even sent us videos. You know that one pitch pass, the halfback pass for a touchdown? Yeah. She got it on video on her phone.
Oh.
Sent it to me. It's like, And they met up with Mike.
You should have went.
Well,
Could
yeah.
have rode down with Joe and Mary.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get invited, but that's
Well,
okay.
you know, just real quick, we'll recap it. Unbelievable. I sat there at Matt's house, and it was on ESPN there. And the first touchdown they got, I thought, wow, they got 7 points. That's pretty good. Because the build-up to this whole game was Valdosta's number one. We're number two.
Yeah.
If we can stay with them, that would be kind of good. But we can talk all day about it. But I just cannot. One man.
Come back tomorrow morning and talk about it on the sports
Yeah, that's
show.
true. We'll do that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, on Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, why not? Nothing
But
else
you
to
know,
do.
that Tony Anise, we had him on here, and we talked about his life's journey, and it was pretty intriguing there because his dad was quite a coach in his own way, and his brothers and his family life, how athletics they were all involved in all the sports. And the thing that out of all of this championship year was the comment that he made on Trinidad. Chambliss, is it? Mm-hmm. Chambliss?
Yes.
Yep.
Chambliss, Trinidad.
I met him, you know, in the station there. He's a real nice young man, and along as so is the other quarterback,
Carson.
Carson. Yeah, great guys. But Tony has brought some really good people to Big Rapids, and to feel that energy in those guys. But anyway, I thought it was kind of neat that the coach down there at Forest Hills called him up and said, I believe he called him and said, you got to come down and look at this kid. You know, he's a pretty good football player. And Tony really didn't think that. Not that he didn't think he was I can't speak for Tony, but he didn't. But he did go down there, and he thought, I'm going to go down and watch his basketball skills. So he went down and watched him play basketball, and immediately he said, yes, we can use him. Now that in itself separates him from a lot of football coaches, because football coaches normally don't go watch, that I know of, and watch basketball players and say, yeah, he could be a good football player. That, you know, he has picked a lot of other athletes besides Trinidad that play soccer or whatever else too. Mm-hmm. But that guy, you know, I mean, everybody says it takes a whole team, it takes a whole coaching staff, but he actually has built everything around him to be successful. Yeah. And I said to him, I always like to text him a little bit and congratulate him after every game. I used to anyway, but this year I think I texted him a few times. And I said, you know, Tony, I said, an old horse trainer told me one time what it takes to be the best trainer.
Yeah.
And you definitely are one. And I elaborated on it a little bit, and I won't go through the whole story. But I said, just think, if you'd have been a thoroughbred trainer, how many Kentucky Derbies you have won? You would have won by now. And there's a hell of a lot more money running than thoroughbreds than there is coaching. But it isn't all about money either.
No.
That guy loves success, and he's built, has he built a program at Fair State?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. 3 championships, and those guys stand behind him, you know, and he rips on them when they're not following his direction. But,
Yeah, he does.
I mean, a good boss does that.
Yep.
Yes.
And a good employee will follow that direction. So I know I talk too much, but I love you, Tony.
You know, he
I think
reminds me
everybody
of
else does,
he's the Tom Izzo of football.
Yeah.
You know, Tom Izzo for years said he recruits multiple sport athletes.
Yeah.
So Tom Izzo goes to football games.
Okay.
And he looks in soccer games. And he looks at these guys, not just the basketball gym rats.
Yeah.
He looked at these well-rounded, and you look at the players that have come through MSU, you know, in the basketball program and the success that he's had.
I wonder if some of those coaches that have left him, like he's had 4 real good coaches to go into different programs, wish they would have stayed there now. Because, you know, if you look at Ryan Hodges, Ryan Hodges, the unsung hero there. I know a lot of people know him, but a lot of people probably don't know him. And he's behind that defense. You know, I mean, he's just a wonderful person, great dad. We'll have to have him on a sports program one of these days, because he comes from, I think, Montrose, and I think he was coached by Tony, and then played for Jeff, I think. And been with Tony for many, many years now, and he's one of the strengths behind Tony too. Yeah. And that Tesla, and then Tony's son, he calls the plays.
Right.
His nephew.
Whatever.
Oh no, his son.
It's my show.
Offense.
I mean, Bob, he's trying to be Jen here. Okay, we'll stop the program, and we're going to go to our sponsors.
Defense.
On defense, his nephew coaches too.
Oh, I thought his son called the plays. Well, we're on offense. Yeah. Well, we go defense, offense. We go either way, don't we?
Well, you was talking about Hodges, see?
That's
defense.
Right.
So anyway,
defense
take a break.
wins championships, Pat.
We want to thank our great sponsors, Bob. You know who they are.
Yeah. We got
Big Rapids Pennzoil, Zach Wells. anytime you need a repair on a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, call Zach. He'll come in and fix it Monday.
Okay.
But anyway,
Nice to know.
they have a great program going down there. It's a 10-minute oil change. It might take 11 minutes, but the
Right.
guys go through the cars really well.
Yeah.
It's
Refill all
very
the fluids
clean.
and,
Very-
yeah.
Have you been in there, Bob, lately?
Absolutely, yeah.
Have you gone in their bathroom?
I have, yes.
It's clean.
It is.
Yeah,
Unlike
it's
the
remarkable.
one here. you
Well,
know.
this one's not too bad. You had somebody kind of clean her up, but Zach does a great job down there. He's right there between Muffler Man and Zots Bar and Grill. So I mean, yeah, what a great location! It's easy in and out to get your oil changed and
Yep.
and repairs. He's got Kenny Glazier there in that company, and they've been with him a long, long time. And Kim Wells owns it with Zach, and they're just two. The Wells family goes back to Gary Wells, and just a great family. It's a great
Of course,
tradition.
Carol
Big
Ann, we
Rapids.
need to remember. This
Carol
timing.
Ann, God
Yeah.
bless her. Yep, she's
Yeah.
marketed that place and helped start it up and built it what it is today, really. But anyway, I'd like to thank Big Rapids Pennzoil. Merry Christmas to you, Seth Winger. Great kid. They turned out to be a good kid. He was kind of a spoiled brat in Baldwin years ago, but I love his haircut. I don't know who designed that for him, but he did a nice job on top of his head, unlike Joe and I and Jeff here.
Yeah.
We all kind of flattened out having
Yeah,
over the
we-
years. But Seth's a great insurance guy, very knowledgeable. His dad is
Ernie?
Guinness,
Yeah.
tradition. I think he's a third generation. He hasn't lost it, so that's great.
Yep.
Right on Perry Street, and he's got one in Baldwin. And then he's also affiliated with Lake Osceola State Bank, which is a good bank here in town.
Yep.
Then you got Gilbert's. What more can you say about a great family here in town? I mean, I think they started Big Rapids in 1732. The Gilbert's south end of town at one time owned all that land down there, and they retained a lot of it. The farm, Todd and Gordy down there at the veterinarian clinic, Pleasant View, which aren't sponsors, so I'm not going to brag them
Not going to
up.
mention them.
But I
No.
love them to death. Yeah, they keep the south end of town looking mystic, just perfect down there. But anyway, Tom and George do a great job. What can I say? They help the vets out every year and been around for many, many years. Gilbert Carpet and Tile there. And then W2 Drywall, Dale Wiley, Dale, cancer survivor, a great American. He's helped a lot of people too. He does a great job on drywalling. So if you ever need any drywalling done, if your contractor's remodeling your house, make sure they call Dale on the drywall. Michigan Landscape and Excavate, Jeff Garrett. A lot of history behind him. He's very knowledgeable on landscaping and excavating. He'll drill a hole for you to put a house on, and he'll finish it off with the grass and the shrubs and the trees and all that. And he has great vision. Go down and see his house there on Mabel Starr's old place down there south of town's where he lives.
Oh, is that where?
Yeah,
that's
he
who
did
got
a nice,
that place.
Yeah, he's got nice landscaping in front of his house. If you saw that, you'd want your place. So yeah. Then you can't forget Casey and Cal over there at the Barrington Firearms and Training Center.
Oh, boy.
Knowledgeable. You talk about knowledge on gun. Those two guys have been a great asset to our community with CPL
yeah.
license and training and
They are.
what have you.
They are W2.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Supporters of the Second
Yeah.
Amendment, 2A, not W2, 2A supporters, big time.
Do you guys get very many Christmas cards?
Not like we used to.
No.
More Merry Christmas on Facebook.
Yeah, you can do it
Yeah.
on Facebook. Yeah, I got to do mine yet.
We got a few still.
Yeah, so do we.
Still coming. I've been guilty right here. Every time I get one, I'm like, oh man, I need to do one of these.
I
You
know.
know how they give you a summary of the year,
Yeah.
and what's happening, and kind of
Oh,
all
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Remember Coach Fortier, Phil sends us one and updates us on him and Shelly and Andy, and his daughter's a PT now, Sarah Jane. Yeah.
Where do they live? Whitehall or something?
They're in. Well, he's the head coach at Shelby.
Oh,
High
been
school.
there for a long time.
Yep, Shelby High School, and they live. Their address is New Era, but yeah, that's over
So
that
he's
way.
been on that for a lot of years.
Yeah, he went over there as the defense coordinator for a number of years, and then here about 5 years ago, he took over as the head coach again. But we get one from them, real nice. They do these pictures, and I was telling my wife, my nephews that are married that don't have kids yet, they always put the dog in there. These young couples with no kids, they gotta have.
Well, I'm putting you on the spot for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sure your wife's not listening. What'd you get her for Christmas?
So Christmas is, back to talking about traditions and
Right.
I'm like,
It's hard, isn't
how
it?
can I avoid that question?
Well-
I just saw Ben Brandt yesterday, and I said, the hardest one I had to buy for is my wife.
You know what?
And we kind of put this Christmas sort of list stuff, and I'll
Right.
ask her, "What do you want?" "Oh, I don't know. No, I don't need nothing." So, if she's not listening, I'm looking for. Is there any place in this town that sells Keen shoes? Keen. They're a nice
Right.
quality shoe. So that's what she's looking
Yeah.
for.
How about you, Joe? Did you get anything? I'll be honest with both of you. I haven't.
I haven't yet.
Over the years, I bought her cars and changed oil in her car, and on Christmas Eve, and cleaned it, vacuumed
Yeah.
it 1 year, put a new set of tires on it 1 year for her. I've done a lot of that kind of stuff for my wife, but I'm not the most romantic guy in the world. And I bought her a case of Coors Light 1 year, and she said, "I don't drink this." And I said, "Well, I'll do it for you then." And then I bought her some Crown. She doesn't drink Crown, so I had to drink that. But sometimes they're just not very appreciative.
Well,
of what you-
yeah. I can
My little
remember.
buddy came in. Is here? Yeah, Owen.
You
come on
just-
in. We got Owen with me.
Pat, he just go out of your way to help your wife out with those gifts,
Yeah.
man.
You
Hey,
know
there's
you gotta
Owen.
go, Owen. Yeah.
Come on.
I got my little Owen over here. He's gonna talk about Christmas and what Christmas means to him too. So,
Hey,
yeah.
real quick, I got to throw
Yeah,
in here
go
since you're
ahead.
talking
No,
about
take
wives
time.
and stuff. So years ago, we got a big family. A lot of people know we have 7 kids, and
Yeah, they're be like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here
7
comes
kids
the
in 12
thorns.
years, and Deb was pregnant a lot. Anyway, she heard on Christian radio, and a guy was talking about the story of Christmas and Christ's birth, and the only recorded gifts, right, we all know, are gold, frankincense, and myrrh, right? And there may have been more, we don't know. But anyway, the point is, with a big family, we're kind of trying to decide. And this guy on the radio was saying, well, I took that as an example. And so they would get their kids 3 gifts and tie it into, in remembrance of the 3 gifts that Jesus got at his birth. And so we use that as our standard to try to keep the spending and not get out of control and spend
Yeah.
too much.
Right.
And so the kids knew they were going to get 3 primary gifts. Of course, we'd do stocking stuffers like that for Christmas morning and stuff like that. But I just thought that was really cool and great of her to tie in the true meaning of Christmas and the birth of Christ in with the gifts, and then also to help just keep it in perspective. So and then
Well, I was brought up in a large family too. 8 of us, 8 Bayshaws, 8 Baumicks, and my brother Butch and I, we always went and got my mother a waffle iron, stuff like that.
Right.
And
This was
I just always thought that was pretty cool,
Sure.
Help my mother make it easier on her.
right.
And then I started doing the same thing with my wife, buying her something that make it easier to do her job. So,
Right. Yeah.
and then, she says one year, she goes, I would kind of like a personal gift.
Right.
I'm going, what do you mean? Because in my heart,
yeah.
I was doing a good thing.
Well, we're men, right? Guys.
Yeah, we gotta.
Something to help. Something to
your
help you
vacuum,
feed
yeah.
me.
Yeah, and anyway, so I've started.
You've been more romantic.
Yes, I've been more romantic and tried to.
Nice.
buy
Can you hear
something.
all right on them? Is it too loud?
No.
Okay. Good
Let me
morning.
say
Owen.
it's WBZX Big Rapids at 9 o'clock.
There you go, Bob. Thank you. My third guest this morning is Owen Patrick Currie here with me. He is my grandson. Just turned 7 years old. He's in 2nd grade at St. Mary's and got up a little late this morning probably, and that's why he's running a little late. Did you drive out here, Owen?
Yeah.
What did you drive?
My mom's car.
Oh, did you drive it or did she?
My mom.
Oh, you're not driving yet?
No.
Well, you could drive, though, because I seen you drive the 4-wheeler. Is it like driving a car, 4-wheeler, you think?
No.
Well, what's the difference?
'Cause the car has way more buttons. And
That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, Talk about unique gifts. My brother John and I, as everybody out there in Wonder World, knew that him and I were together for over 30 years in business. So every Christmas, I would go over in the office and he'd be sitting there as he did every day. And he would always say to me, "What'd you get Penny for Christmas?" And this one Christmas, I thought, I'm going to get him good. I told him I got her a vacuum cleaner. I said, "Where'd you get it?" He goes, "Where'd you get it at?" And I told him. He went out and got Deb a vacuum cleaner. The next Monday he came, wanted a divorce. But yeah, we won't do that again. No, we have had a lot of fun though over the years, you know. And like I said, the greatest gift I've ever gotten in my life are 7 wonders of the world, and that's my grandchildren. And I'm fortunate enough to have Owen Patrick here this morning. And I would just like to touch on a few things with you, Owen. What's Christmas mean to you?
Jesus' birthday?
Yeah.
Right.
And how about you're going to go to church?
Yeah.
And why do you go to church? Tell us the truth now. Why do you go to church?
Because Jesus has died on the cross for us.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And your mother goes to church with you, right?
No, my whole family.
Oh, your whole family does?
Good.
Yeah. Do you have a good priest there, eh?
Yeah.
He gives good sermons?
Mm-hmm.
And you go to St. Mary's School. What's so good about St. Mary's School? What did they do this year for Christmas? Did they do anything unusual? Or did you have a Christmas program?
Yeah.
And what was your favorite song that you sang?
I don't know.
Okay. Can you sing one this morning for us? "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful"?
No.
You sang good the other night. I listened to you. You blurted it right out. I was so proud of you. I'll help you sing it. "Oh, come all ye faithful."
Joy.
No?
Joy.
No more? So what are you hoping for Christmas?
What?
What kind of gift do you want from Mama and Daddy and Santa Claus? What would you like for Christmas?
For my four-wheeler to be fixed.
Oh, okay. It's down right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's not running?
No, yeah, we can't get the start.
Oh, you can't? Okay. You have any idea what's wrong with it?
No.
No? Okay. Well, maybe for Christmas somebody will help you get that fixed, huh?
Yeah.
Any other gifts you're thinking about that you'd like for Christmas?
A puppy?
A puppy? Okay, that's not going to happen. How about, you already got Cookie. You want to get rid of Cookie?
No, I want to keep Cookie and get a girl dog so we can have little puppies.
Oh, I see. And then what are you going to do when you have little puppies?
We'll sell them so we
Okay.
can get money for them.
Oh, you're a businessman then, huh?
Maybe give one to Grandpa.
Yep.
And then what would they be worth, you think, the puppies? How much money would they be worth?
Probably like 200 or 300.
Wow.
Okay.
You got visions.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Entrepreneur over here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's great. How about what'd you get your mom and dad for Christmas?
I don't want to tell you because my mom
Well-
and my dad can be listening.
Oh.
Well,
Smart.
yeah. Boy, you're a lot smarter than Papa. I'd let the whole world know. Is it a good gift though? Just give me a hint.
Yeah, it's a good gift.
Is it something they can wear? No?
For my dad, yeah.
Okay. Is it something, does it say something on a shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Okay, we'll stop right there. How about Mama? What, you didn't get her a dress or anything, huh?
No.
No. Did you get her a toy?
No.
Did you get her a blanket?
No.
Did you get her a snow shovel so she can shovel the snow away from your house?
Or a waffle maker.
Yeah, or a waffle.
Or a vacuum.
He's holding his cards close to his chest. Pat.
How
I don't-
about-
I don't
how
think you're
about-
going to get it out of him.
You're trying to pry it out of him. It's like,
you don't have to tell me, Owen. All right. So what's the best gift so far at Christmas time that you've received? Do you remember any of them?
The best gift I got,
Yeah, that you ever got.
that Jesus has died on the cross for us.
That's the best gift? Yep, that would be. How about from Mommy and Daddy then, in a box that you opened up? What would you say is the best gift you ever got? at Christmas time, even from grandpa and grandmas and aunts and uncles, whoever? What's the best one you ever got?
My four-wheeler?
Your four-wheeler?
Yeah.
Okay, so your family's quite wealthy?
Wait, no, Cookie.
Oh, huh?
Cookie.
Cookie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. All right, Jeff, what
Yeah.
you got, grandkids? You got any questions for Owen this morning?
You like
Joe?
being out of school at Christmas time?
Yeah.
You get a little break.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Do you like having a white Christmas, Owen, or a green Christmas? Like having the snow out there at Christmas time?
Sometimes I don't like snow. Sometimes I do.
What time do you like them, at night or during the day? Snow.
I liked it how it was this winter because the snow came and went away and came and went away.
Okay, you're sounding like an adult.
He likes to snow the night before a school day. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Good. Yeah.
Well, all right then. So you're going to go to bed early tonight so Santa Claus can come down your chimney?
Yeah.
Do you have a big enough chimney for Santa Claus to come down?
I don't have a chimney.
Well, how is he going to get down there?
Back door.
What?
Or he can use a small. If he had a small power, how small he could go. He could go under the door.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's magic.
There
He
we
can
go.
get
You
in.
know,
Oh, I know.
through there,
I got a
yes.
question for him. Do you like all the Christmas movies? Like, do you like watching like Elf or
Yeah.
Frosty? What's your favorite Christmas movie you guys watch? Is a
The red one.
The red one?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Is when these bad guys stole Santa, and then they were trying to take his powers so they could put the naughty people in snow globes and stay in there forever.
Wow, what happened then?
Wow.
Tell us about it. Did they keep it?
sounds like a Tim Allen
The
movie
snow
to me.
globe?
Huh?
The snow globe? Yeah, but they kept it. But there's two guys in the snow globe. And the two guys, they were being nicer. So it broke.
Oh, it did? So then Santa Claus got it all back, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Come
So
a
it
long
turned out
way
good.
from Charlie Brown Christmas, haven't
Yeah, I gotta
Right.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is a Christmas Story.
Yours is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We started watching that. It was a flute. Must have been 30 years ago or whatever. And Darren McGavin, I could not visualize him. I'm thinking, what is this? Kind of a funny comedy, right? Darren McGavin was the driest person you'd ever. And he turned out, he was perfect for that part, the Christmas Story. Though.
Mine was Charlie Brown, I think, most memorable one.
Oh.
Charlie Brown
Charlie
Christmas.
Brown Christmas.
Yeah. You know, you really think about it. We sitting in the studio are very fortunate people.
Yes.
And there's so many unfortunate people. And then you have the good people of Big Rapids, like the Elks Club and the Eagles Club and the fraternities, all reach out to those
Yep.
people that are unfortunate. You know, we have so many people that give. It's just unbelievable. And I see him come in the station, and it's sad. And I've always thanked God every night that I have what I have. You know, and it's not all about money; it's about family, and we all work hard. But there's a lot of love there, and just some people are not as fortunate to not even have love.
No.
You know, they're being abused children and what have you, and it's just sad. But that being said, I want to reach out and wish my good friend Randy Vetter a Merry
Yes.
Christmas. And, he was under the weather a little bit here with his heart operation. And he is at home recuperating.
Covering well.
He doesn't need anybody to call him, make him laugh, so I haven't called him. And I haven't
That would
sent
be
him
cruel,
anything.
Pat.
He's asking for pictures. But, yeah, it would be. His chest is hurting. He had open heart through bypass.
Yeah, they fillet you.
Yeah. So I know there's other ones out there, too, that need our prayers. And one I want to talk about real quickly here, and I don't want to forget him, so I'm going to interrupt the Christmas story for a minute, is Nick Nicholas. I don't know if you were fortunate enough to know this patriot, Nick Nicholas. He comes from the Nicholas family from, we called it Mortgage Flats. Les Eaton and company built a lot of those houses down there. Back in the day, we had the First Ward, which really wasn't a First Ward, a Lincoln School, and then we had across the street, and then we had the 3rd and 4th, 5th. Pretty older homes in them areas, and then one day somebody woke up down by the hospital and said, hey, this is some nice river frontage, and built some streets down there, and then we called it Mortgage Flats. But that's where all the doctors lived and high-end income people built beautiful homes down there. And it was Eaton Manor, I think they called it, whatever.
No, Eaton Manor was the other newer subdivision.
Is that down where the Osborndale house is?
Correct.
Yeah.
But Mortgage Flats Ferris was growing so fast.
Right.
Ferris actually built on Ives a couple of the first houses
Oh.
Yeah.
for their new teachers. And
don't
stuff.
want to get away from this because my
Nick
train
Nicholas.
of thought. But Nick Nicholas, he graduated from 1971 from Big Rapids Public School. He comes from a nice family down there on Lilac, I think they lived. He had a couple sisters, I believe, and a couple brothers, 3 brothers, I believe. They had a nice family. And his dad worked at Ferris. And they're a very well-educated family, very well-educated, unlike myself. But anyway, he went in the service and ended up being a ranking officer.
Wow.
And he had made a few tours to Afghanistan there. And in that time, he encountered some wicked chemicals and kind of resembled the Agent Orange of the Vietnam days. But he ended up, a few years ago, was diagnosed with a very rare pancreatic cancer and esophageal cancer, I think it was, yeah. And there was no treatment really for it. They had something that could slow it down. So last year, we would have done it anyway, but I was fortunate that we got to honor this patriot to be the all distinguished alumni from Big Rapids High, and him and his family were there, and I was fortunate enough to give him the recognition that he was well deserved. But you put life in perspective, and really you ask yourself, what is it really all about? It is about Jesus Christ, your Savior. Sometimes we're taken away too early. Some people, like Mrs. Ralston that I played cards with last night, she's 92 years old, and she's lived a fruitful life. She's still playing cards. And Nick Nicholas, at the age of 72, maybe just 72, was passed on this last weekend. But he leaves a wonderful family. Linda and I have been good friends. That's Bob Leach's daughter, married Nick. Very lucky to get that gal. She's just a blessing to her family. And she's got a big burden right now to carry on with the family, to keep them going. And it's just a sad thing because, you look at our government, and man, these young guys. I was fortunate, man. 72, Nixon came out and said drop the draft, and Nick was already in there at that time, I believe. And like Joe there will tell you, he was in Vietnam or World War II, whatever you were in. Joe, you're old enough to be in World War II. But Nick, I just want to tell you that coming from America, Big Rapids, Michigan, we'll never forget you. You're a hero to your family. You're a hero to this town. And, so many times a name will leave this town, but memories are set in stone for a long, long time with us that knew you. And God bless you. And I know there's a big soldier around the throne tonight, and there will be there for a long, long time. And I saw a picture of him in the hospital there, and he was a troop. He was a trooper. He was he knew where he was going. He was going to greener pastures for sure. God bless you.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and do more. Curries Corner on B1039.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? the same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed, get trained at the Barrington Firearms Training Center.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color tile. Stop and shop with us for a while.
This is Amy.
And this is Corinne
from Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile. Make your home cozy, stylish, and uniquely yours at Gilbert's Carpets Plus in Big Rapids. We specialize in custom rugs featuring plush textures, captivating patterns, and even durable Berbers. Imagine stepping on a rug designed to fit your lifestyle and blends perfectly, so soft, luxurious, and made just for you.
From rich textures to intricate designs, we have the options you need to add warmth and character to any room. Visit us at 14150 Northland Drive or call 231-796-2700 to start creating your custom rug today. With Gilbert's Carpets Plus, style and comfort are just a step away.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color tile. Stop and shop with us for a while. Gilbert's is there for you.
18 after 9.
And we got Bob Aldridge, we got Joe Bayshaw, we got Jeff Thorne, and we got none other than my little grandson, Owen Patrick, 7-year-old St. Mary student. Who do you want to say Merry Christmas to this morning, Owen?
Nanny.
Nanny? Anybody else?
My mom, my dad,
Okay. Anyone else?
Papa.
Papa? And anybody else?
No.
No? Brother and sister?
Yeah, my brother and sister.
What's their names? Tell everybody their names.
Maddie and Jack.
What's the best thing Jack does for you? What does Jack do that bothers you the most?
Wrestles me.
Wrestles you? Mm-hmm. Do you ever get on top of him, beat him?
Yeah.
You do once in a while?
Yep.
Because he lets you or because you're strong?
Because I'm strong.
Okay. You're learning how to wrestle, aren't you, huh?
Yeah.
What's the best thing Jack does for you?
When he wrestles me, he teaches me how to wrestle.
Oh, okay. That's a good one, isn't it? How about Maddie May, your sister? What's the best thing about having a sister like Maddie? Like, what does she do for you that makes you real happy?
She plays basketball with me, and she plays catch with me.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Huh? So that's making you a better ball player, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you playing basketball this year?
Yeah.
Who's your coach?
I think it's I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is it Mr. Fricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good coach, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's the best thing about him being a coach? What is he teaching you?
How to go through my leg.
Oh, wow. How's that working out?
Good.
Is it? Yeah. He's a pretty good, knowledgeable coach, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let you guys play hard, huh?
Yeah.
Does he run you hard?
Yeah.
How come he runs you? Why do you think he runs you so hard?
'Cause sometimes we I forgot.
Oh, you make mistakes maybe, and he just says run, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Joe, you want to wish anybody a happy birthday this season? Anybody's birthday right around the corner or behind us here or what?
Well, behind us, I guess, my wife's.
Yeah.
And
you've been married 55 years.
Yeah, and
you
our
said
anniversary.
53 on Facebook.
Well, I just
wife said, "Well, you forgot
see
two."
who was paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I say that stuff too when I make mistakes. That was cute.
Well, I think you said you didn't count the 2 bad years, right? Is that what?
Well, I'd like to. I got talk about tradition. My wife and my daughter and my granddaughters are at our house right now making Christmas cookies.
Right.
So Mary tries to keep that tradition going.
Wow, yeah.
And God bless her.
Yeah, thank God everybody's healthy. In my household right now, my wife's been sick for a couple of days. I told her just to go in the bedroom, open the windows up, stay there for 3 days. I'll see if she'll come out like, a Christmas present after Christmas. But I don't think that's going to work too well. We got a lot of people coming. I think Owen's coming over, aren't you, Owen, for Christmas? Huh?
Yep.
Did you peek into any of those Christmas presents downstairs?
No.
No? What do you think I got you this year?
I don't know.
No? Nothing. Probably nothing, huh?
No, I don't know what you got me.
But you think I got you something?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably a little tractor. Right? A little tractor for you to play with.
Tell him just to fix your 4-wheeler. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should sing a song. Bob, you got a good voice.
No,
we can't play a song, though, can
No,
we?
we can't. We can sing.
You know
it.
what? Isn't it funny when you stop and you say a word or a phrase or a sentence and somebody comes into your mind?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what just came into my mind?
What's that?
Paulette DeVries.
Okay.
We had her on the radio the other day here on our sports talk show there with Tim Blashill, the high school and ice arena manager. And by the way, that Tim is just one terrific man, isn't he?
Yeah.
We had him tell us about his life story, and it's been a good one. It's been a blessed one, but he is a very good person. We are so lucky when we do incorporate somebody in this town. We get the good people to come to this town. And they all like it because of the size of it,
Yeah, we love it.
Blue sky, the clean air. And he alluded to that day. And if you haven't heard that program, you got to turn it back on, turn this one off, go to B1039. What, Big Rapids?
Yeah, B1039, Big Rapids B1039 on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you can go to YouTube and hear the archives of the streams from the last few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but Paulette's show was just, two Wednesdays ago, I think it was. Anyway, her and Tim were on. And the reason I had her on was because of her history of the hockey program.
Did Tim know it?
I don't know.
Did he realize it? I mean,
I think it just kind of turned the light on to the whole program that, here's this lady. It's always nice. Lady, backing up a little bit, I go on from one story. But this lady did at one time, she texted me, she goes, Pat, will you put my anniversary up there? I'd rather be up there before I die. Because I know when I die, you're going to put my name up there. But my husband and I are 65 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Would you put that up there? I would love that more so than when I'm dead. And so to acknowledge people before they pass, not that Paulette's dying, she looks wonderful. She's holding her age of 85 very well, or 75, I don't know which one it is. Once you get past 70, who cares?
Careful.
Oh, I know. She's laughing right now. But anyway, we had a great program that day and brought up a lot of history. John Lennon, for one of those historical guys.
Sue Waltz.
But John Lennon did a lot. He made sure that program rolled.
Remember Russ
Sue
Greenlee?
Waltz came on later and helped save it.
Yeah.
Along with Frankie and Randy and a whole bunch of people.
it was just-
But anyway, going back to Paulette. So anyway, we had a kind of review of what the history of the hockey program was and how she vitalized it, and Ron helped a lot. Ron and I were just talking Sunday how he used to do the games up at Ferris, and helped a lot there. But so those two people really have done the unsung hero type of thing in Big Rapids, you know. So I wanted to bring her on that day. And then after that, this last Saturday, they recognized her with a plaque or whatever, and just showcased her. She got to drop the puck, and I'm sure there was tears. But you stop and say to yourself, what is it all about? How can anybody hate? I mean, it's just a short window of time that we're in. Enjoy the darn thing. Why does anybody want to ridicule or put down or throw under the bus? I'm good at all three. But anyway, jokingly, I'm joking. But anyway, Paulette came to mind, and I just wanted to say good morning, Paulette and Ron. You two are never going to be forgotten. You know, I mean, when you start something like that, I look at the history of my life and what I've done, not much, but I sure have gained a lot from a lot of people in this community. And I just think that
it's so easy, Pat, to put up walls. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Put up walls, block them out. I'm not like them. They're not like me. They made me. It's a lot harder to build bridges.
Yeah, it
and
is.
if we can look each day and every day of our life that God gives us to how can we build a bridge, even to those folks that are not like us, right? And I'm guilty too. You know, it's easy to birds of a feather flock together and all that stuff. You know, so that's easy. That's the easy part. But to reach out and build bridges to others and recognize that, man, I don't know your story. I don't know where you've come, like you're talking about earlier. You know, and we're all God's creation.
Yeah.
You know, looks down upon us and sees us all, sees our heart. You know, and not our clothes or not what we do. And so that's the challenge, I think, going forward. I would say to people is, how can I build bridges? You know, we've had such a divisive country over a lot of things, and you don't even want to go there. But we can be those that build bridges.
Yeah. Well, I think like Paulette, there's just a few more minutes on her, seconds. It was good because these young people didn't even know who she was. And so to showcase her like that, you know, I mean, that'll keep her, it helps a lot of people understand what it took to get there, too, if they wanted to listen to her story. It wasn't just an overnight sensation.
No.
It's taken many, many years and a lot of hard work. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to my good friend Paulette and Ron DeVries, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you've given Big Rapids, because you are a big part of it, that's for sure. Yep, the unsung hero of the day, I'd call her, right, Bobby?
There you go.
Yep.
All right.
So anyway, I sure would like to play some songs, but we can't.
Why don't we do this? We'll take another break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up by about like 9:45 with the streams and stuff, and then we'll play a couple of songs. How's that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it once the streams are over.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so we'll take another break. More with Curries Corner right here on B1039.
Dale I've known for many, many years, and I tell you what, when somebody needs some help, he's there. Just like your typical Mecosta County resident, Dale Whaley is a good American. So if you're ever looking for a drywaller for free estimate, call Dale. I'm telling you, you're going to be happy with his work. I have recommended Dale to a lot of people, and you know what the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is thanks for sending Dale. He did a great job for me. Guy's just fantastic. Just not only is a drywaller with DW2 drywalling, but it's just a great person. It doesn't hurt to have him come into Curries either. There's just so many good things about Dale. He's just a great American, and give him a call, DW2 Drywall at 231-679-0475. That's right, 231-679-0475. Dale Whaley is DW2 Drywall, greatest guy on drywalling end of it.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
A trusted landscape design starts with the right team, and the right team to discuss what can be is Michigan Landscape and Excavate. This team is led by Michigan lifer Jeff Garrett. Jeff has assembled a team that knows that high customer satisfaction is why they stay in business. He requires his team to be the most professional service you've ever worked with for both residential and commercial accounts. Grading and land sculpting, trenching, excavating, septic systems, bulldozing, retaining walls, hydro seeding, seasonal cleanup, one-offs. They're a full-service landscape and excavation contractor. Michigan Landscape and Excavate create complete landscape solutions to be uniquely personal. As they say, now that's magazine-worthy. They're committed to excellence. Text or call 231 349-4667 or email michigan.landscape.excavate@gmail.com.
All right, it's 9:31
Back
on
on.
B1039.
Oh, Lordy, Bob, you
you
woke
realize
me up.
you realize that in 6 months and a couple of weeks from now,
Yeah.
will be the old timers game, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In 6
we're gonna
months,
have that.
and then the Mecosta County Fair. And
I
it'll be
know
80
it.
degrees outside, so
And
time flies when you're
when we
having
were having the break there, we were just talking about the horse race, the celebrity horse race, and wow, this will be our 26th year, I think.
Wow.
Well, we had one out of there from COVID. No fairs that year. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wow, thank
2020.
God.
You know, you think
they
back.
shut everything down for our safety. Wow, that worked out.
I don't
well.
think that's
Yeah,
going to happen
yeah.
again.
No.
No.
People will say, you're on your own. Go for it.
It changed the whole world,
World.
and every aspect of our life.
Yeah,
COVID. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what song
The
just
false
entered my mind when you said that? We are the world.
Yeah.
Huh? Remember that song?
Yes.
I wrote that song.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, after I read it. But anyway, yeah. Owen, do you remember that song, We Are the World?
No.
What's your favorite song, Christmas song? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Whenever he got out, his mother blew it up to nose. When one foggy Christmas
words?
Eve, Santa
The Pat
came
Currie
to
version,
say-
yeah.
Come on, sing it.
The remix.
Rudolph with your nose
I
so
don't think
right,
that's his
right?
favorite.
All right, it's not your favorite. Which one is your favorite? We got to get that out of you this morning. Is it?
Rudolph.
Oh, it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Sing it.
No.
You got a beautiful voice. I know you can sing. You saw him at the choir at the concert the other night, St. Mary's. You sang beautifully, and just beautiful voice. Next year you're gonna have to have a mic in front of you. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the program here, Bobby. How about you? What was your favorite?
Favorite Christmas? Well, I like the novelties, so
Yeah.
yeah, I like Diupers we play here.
Okay.
Rusty Chevrolet, you know.
Do you remember any gift that? I mean, I know you're. How old are you? We won't go there.
I'm 65.
And what was your favorite Christmas? Do you have one?
Jeff and I look at and
Do you
guess
have
what?
a favorite one?
My favorite present?
Yeah.
Jeff and I are in agreement as well. It was a brand new bicycle.
Oh, okay.
With the sissy bars and the whole thing. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. We grew up at the same time.
We're
Yeah.
brothers from a different mother.
Yep, and
Yeah.
about 600 miles apart from each other. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. You had quite a family, Joe, growing up.
Yeah.
What was your favorite Christmas memory? Do you have one?
Well,
Well, that was a good one.
yeah. Actually,
Owen, what is yours?
actually, what I wanted to talk about was
you
our
can
coun-
interrupt anytime you want. That's what's nice about this show.
What I wanted to talk about is I went to a country school out by Gilbert's, Pleasant View school. Diane Emmons.
Merle Haggard?
No. But we always had this Christmas program. And,
Yeah.
small country school.
Yeah.
And my sister and I sang 32 feet and eight little reindeer. 32.
No, I don't know that one. Start it.
Yeah. Hum a few bars.
I can't remember.
Do you know it?
Anyway,
Do you know it? Do you know it, Bob?
No.
You're not listening, are you, Bob?
I'm just listening to
Did
the.
you take a jelly this
So
morning?
what was the name of the song, Joe?
It was, let's see, 8 little reindeer, 32 feet. And
Don't know it.
I can't forget it now.
Well, hey, listen, folks, if you're out there, Bob, what's the phone number? You can always be that first-time caller in, long-time listener.
There you go. 231.
Drop the long-time listener. Just do the first-time caller.
592-1039.
592.
1039.
And you know who I just thought of as you said that? Do you guys do that when you think?
Yeah.
Dolores Horn. I want to wish Dolores Horn out there
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of my favorites.
Oh, see, they're
we got
calling
a
you.
caller.
They don't
Go
call
ahead,
me.
first-time caller, long-time listener.
Damn, that was quick.
Yep.
You were just waiting for me to call you, weren't you?
Yeah, you're live on the radio. Yep.
Am I?
Yeah. This is Kim Wells from Pennzoil.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, well, then I'll call you after the radio show. Or call me.
Oh, is everything okay? You need a tow truck?
Yeah. No, I don't need a tow truck. But I'll tell you what, the roads are bad.
Are they? Where are you at right now? Houghton Lake?
No, Gaylord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
You made good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we're moving. Yeah, but they're nasty.
Are they?
Not
Is it
good.
snowing up
Not
there?
good. not good.
Boy, if I was you, I'd get.
We thought you called to say hi to us, Kim.
Yeah.
I did.
What happened to
I was on
that?
the show today.
Merry
I got
Christmas.
Joe Bayshaw, Jeff Thorne, and I got my Owen Patrick over here from the Currie family. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Good deal.
It won't reach that far, will it? Our antenna.
No.
We go to Paris to almost to Reed City, I think.
Yeah, barely.
We've been waiting for a long time listener and first time caller here, and we thought, goody, I got one.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, we were just
It
talking
was
about
actually the timing, because if he wasn't listening, I was like,
most memorable Christmas. Do you have one?
Most memorable Christmas. Every year's the most memorable Christmas. I mean, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Probably my Christmas with my kids. Their first Christmas when they were the youngest. You know,
Yeah.
that was always memorable.
Yeah. That's for sure.
It's always about the kids.
Yep, it is all about the kids, you know. That's why I say it's hard to buy for your significant other, but it's easy to buy for those others that really mean a lot to you. You know, the significant other is just part of life, but them little kids, they're something. That's God's gift to us, you know.
It's all about, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Now I got grandkids, and it's fun watching the grandkids.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think. Watch them figure out what Christmas is all about and stuff like that.
I got a great grandkid.
Well, yeah. Now you're all right. So when do you celebrate Christmas? Because you're going north with your kids.
Last Saturday we did.
Oh, you did?
We did it early.
Oh, is that where you got that Stormy Cromer hat at?
Nope, I've had that.
Oh.
I've had it for 4 years and I never wore it.
Oh, Fred Gunter loved that, seeing that on you and Carmen, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was almost like taking him back up in the UP days.
I know. I got it with me this morning. If I need it, I can put it on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nice hats. I didn't realize how warm they were.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
No. All right. Well.
Merry Christmas,
I'll
Kim.
call you right back.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Okay.
Merry Christmas, Kim.
Bye.
Yep.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Bye.
all right, we got another call, so why don't we go to that?
Yeah, let's go to
All
first time
right,
call.
B1039, you're on the air live. Who's this?
Hi, you guys. This is Kathy Fleming.
Hi,
Got
Kathy.
one of my favorite people
Kathy
in the
Fleming,
room.
God bless you, sister.
Merry Christmas, Jeff and Joe.
Yes.
Thank you. Good to hear your
We're
voice.
busy here wrapping papers or presents. Pat's making meatballs. We got the kids coming. We're going to Grandpa Dick's house. He's 83.
Nice.
So we all go there and see him first.
Nice.
And because he's just so precious, he's still here.
Yeah,
And,
he's almost as
then
old as
we all
Joe.
go back. We're going to come back here and chow down a little.
Now, where's Dick at? Where is that Grandpa Dick, you say?
My family is, like you guys have been talking, my family's been Reed City residents for about 100 years.
Oh, wow.
My great-grandma was a 1915 Reed City graduate.
Wow.
All the way down to my son and daughter who were in the 2000s. And my dad was a 1960 Coyote football player. And so it's very generational. He's my great grandfather lived out on Bonnie Road in Chasewood, and they had a sawmill. So I work at the museum in Reed City for a reason.
Wow.
I am a
Hey,
Reed City
what was your
artifact.
maiden name then?
What's that?
Maiden name. What was your grandfather's?
Herring. Herring. Herring.
Oh, Herring. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, I
a
knew
good
that.
old name
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
My dad was the 12th child, so I'm very thankful for Grandpa and Grandma. They stayed busy till my dad, so I could be here.
Wow.
Who's your relative that works for Velcro Brothers, the mechanic over there, Herring? That's Mark, isn't it?
He's my cousin.
He's your
Mark
cousin.
Herring is my
talk about a
cousin.
mechanic.
Dale. They do a lot in auto.
I think I
have 30. I want to say 36 cousins in the first generation, and I'm one of the bottom ones. I'm the baby's child. But out of the 12, only 3 are left, and my Aunt Phyllis is 91. Aunt Carolyn Knutz, she's 86 range, I think, and my dad's 83. He's the baby.
So does the whole family get together then, as many as possible? Do you have a big celebration of Christmas with the whole family, or just
No, not all the herrings. There's just way too many of us. We do talk about it a lot, talk about getting a big family reunion. We've done it a time or two, and there's slews of us. I mean,
right.
There's people who live in Big Rapids. I don't know if you knew the Ross family. Oh, Sam's the garbage company.
Yeah.
Sam Ross was my cousin.
Sam is your cousin?
Sam is my cousin. Sam and
Through his
Selden,
mother's side?
Darlene, Ishar, they're all Big Rapids people. And that was my dad's sister, Emma.
That's what I thought.
Kid.
Yeah, she was a herring, wasn't she? Yeah.
Emma was a herring, and then she married a Charlo.
Well, just for a little information on that, Sam Ross, I have a picture of him at my house in my garage, and I have one at my gas station in the window. Sam.
You do? I'm going to have to come down and see it. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh, no, I love the guy. You know, at his funeral.
I love him. I was his favorite, just so you know. I was his favorite.
Oh.
Well, he was just a genuine human being. I was touched by his generosity and caring of others. You know, he would sit on my station on Thursday. He was a very good customer of mine, and we became very good friends back when we were kids. Actually, we both grew up in 3rd Ward. They lived on Farnsworth, and we lived on Sheridan.
Yes.
So we were within 4 or 5 blocks. But I was actually went to school with his oldest brother. But anyway, Scott. And anyway,
Scott. Yep.
That Sam used to come in the station on Thursday, and it was Christmas every Thursday to any kid that came in there. The kid would grab a piece of candy, not knowing that if he had enough money to pay for it, and Sam would sit there and put that on my bill. I'll take care of that.
Oh, I believe
it. He was a Santa Claus.
I love that guy.
He was a Santa Claus to the 3rd Ward kids. They didn't watch him come in every Thursday, but I think at one time the word got out that Santa Claus is at Curries today if you want a free candy bar. It didn't get that way, but he did. He bought more candy than anybody I know. And you know, at his funeral, I spoke at his funeral, and Sam really, he didn't go to church every Sunday, but he held Christ to his heart on the way he treated people. And I spoke at that.
I'm happy to hear that, because being a born-again Christian gal myself, it's always refreshing and wonderful to hear that about my family members and people that I love, and especially you know Jeff. There, we've known each other for 30+ years, and it was from church.
40, yeah.
And Joe and I worked together
40
at
years,
Big Rapids and Reed City Realty.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, I said though, they're laying that casket is probably the best Christian I ever have met or encountered in my life.
He lived it out, then. I'm so glad to hear that. He lived it out.
He was a Christ man. He really was. He truly was a good man. He helped his family in need. Money didn't mean anything to him. Family meant everything, and friendship. He was just, if everybody could emulate him. Now, I know he wasn't a saint when he was younger. He went through some trials.
Who is?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I was. But
we are sinners saved by grace.
That's right.
He went
Thank you,
definitely
Jesus.
to the throne that night.
He pulled us from the pit.
Hey, isn't Ben running the business now? Ben Ross?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. His son
Ben's a
has
great
it
guy.
now. Yeah.
Yep.
Passing the
As far
torch.
as I know. I mean, there again, I mean, that's my second cousin. You start getting down the line, and then they have kids. You just see how overwhelming that is for my brain. And so they look at me. I'm the old cousin. Because I'm in the first rung, you know.
Hey, Kathy, let me throw a word of advice out there. If you're thinking about the reunion, do it. Do not be with these families that only see each other at funerals.
Family's Always Family Herring page on our Facebook,
just go
and we
for
share
it.
things on there.
Take the lead, put it together. Whatever you got to do, take the lead, put it together, put that reunion together this summer, and have that reunion with the herrings. Don't put it off.
Yeah. You know, it's just like I said.
Well, there you go. All the hearings, and if they hear this, we got to get it together. I just posted a letter. This was pretty fascinating that I had found while I was cleaning. It was a letter to my grandfather who was in World War I. And in the letter, it made you really appreciate life, because it was a family friend had written the letter. He was telling my grandpa that he was over in the war. He was over in Europe. But his mom and dad were here burying 2 of his brothers with that Spanish flu in 1918.
Wow.
And in the letter it says, here we were worried about Mom was crying tears with you over there, and here she is burying her 16 and 17-year-old sons here.
Yeah.
So it makes you appreciate how much we have, the medical, the heated seats and air conditioning. We're pretty blessed. And yes, you're right. We need to do that family reunion.
Well, you know, if you ever really want to sit back and realize what life's all about, you look at commercials at St. Jude's Hospital, Danny Thomas Hospital there. I try to get to that every year. And I tell you what, I thank God. Every night I thank God for my grandchildren being in safety homes and health. And when one gets sick, you pray that the Lord, gets them better for you. But you put it all in perspective, it's a great world. It's a world we can all smile and say, God, thank you, But there's a lot of unfortunate
people there. And I thank God
there.
for all of you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right. See you later.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty good world we live in, that's for sure.
Well, when you think about reunions, we still have the Bayshaw reunion.
Nice.
There was 11 Bayshaws originally. My grandpa came over from Italy, and he actually had to go back in World War I to fight for Italy in World War I. It was strange.
Crazy.
How do they do that? But anyway, but he was so demanding that everybody show up for the family reunion. I got 52 first cousins just on the Bayshaw side. When you think about that,
Right. And you marry each other, not knowing their relative. That happens, doesn't it, Bob?
Yeah.
You don't have to
We knew them all because
you don't have to answer that, Joe.
Reunions. And I look at other people that they don't even know their first cousin, let alone. And we wouldn't have, and that's why I think Pat McHugh. You can.
Yeah.
What a tight family we are because my grandpa and grandma started those reunions and made sure we all went to them.
They instilled those values in your life, in your heart.
So we got to know. I hear other people talk about. Anyway, it's pretty.
Anyway, we just got a few more minutes and we're getting this show wrapped up. Owen?
Yeah,
What do you have to be grateful for this year of all the nice things that Mom and Dad's given you and taking you places? What's the greatest thing you can be grateful for this year? What do you really are thankful for? A lot of things going through your mind, aren't they? Huh? Yep. Did you have a great birthday?
Yep.
And are you grateful for another birthday that the Lord gave you?
Yep.
Yep. Are you grateful for the school you have?
Yep.
And the roof over your house?
Yep.
What would it be like without a roof?
Cold.
Cold, there'd be rain. There'd be a whole pack of rain in our house.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the greatest thing in your house? What do you like about your house the best?
That my family's with me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, Bob, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank my guest today, and then we're going to go offline here in a line, and we're going to play some songs, my favorite songs, and still be local, right?
There you go. We'll be continuing on B1039. And
there you go. Well, we just want to wish, Jeff, you want to wish any particulars a happy and a Merry Christmas? And I just love saying Merry Christmas and saying Happy Holidays, right?
Yeah. I just have to, again, all we've talked about my family, my lovely wife. She's just been awesome as far as, the importance to me, first of all. I could go into the whole story of how we came together and just what a great wife and mother and now grandmother. She just loves being a grandma. We have 10 now. And just thankful for my family.
Who's the furthest one away that you want to say Merry Christmas to?
Amy Lee. Amy Lee's down in North Dallas, Texas, and they're flying up tomorrow.
That's your daughter?
My daughter, Amy, and her husband, Tyler. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Joe?
Joe.
Furthest one.
Joey. He lives in Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if he's coming home, but he's sure welcome home. Yeah. But we do. His son, Evan, is in Great Lakes
bookstore,
the Navy.
Oh yeah, Academy. Great Lakes
Academy.
Academy.
Yeah. Wow, that's great.
So we want to wish him a happy birthday and things I'm thankful for is family, good health, and
gas prices.
Yeah, Curries.
Yeah, Curries, gas prices. Yeah.
Good answer.
Got new pumps in there. Now, we're going to be closed, by the way. We're going to be closed Christmas Day.
And that's good.
Tomorrow.
That's good.
Right?
That's good.
Yep.
Tomorrow's Christmas Day.
Yep.
We're going to be closed all day, so everybody can be home with their families just like you are with your family. If you have an emergency, we have the 24-hour towing still going. If you have a real big emergency, I will open up to use the bathroom because I know a lot of people come in our store to use that bathroom, and I hope I hope the good Lord gives you a different place to go tomorrow. If not, good luck.
Yeah.
But my two distant people, I'd have to say, is my brother Joe and sister-in-law Sheila out in Billings, Montana. I wish them a Merry Christmas. All of my other siblings will be here the 28th if you want to see them. And then I would like to say Merry Christmas to a very dear friend in Fort Myers. Actually, two of them, Fort Myers Beach, Dan Hicks and Connie and Patrick and Candace. And then none other than Carl Linebaugh. I got to say, he's down in Naples. Carl did very well with the bank. He bought a lot of stock, and therefore he's got a beautiful home down Naples. In fact, if you want to visit Carl and stay for a week or two, let me know. I'll give you his phone number and his address, and just show up like so many other friends do to him, and he'll be grateful for that. Yeah, did I give that out? And then on another serious note, I should say, Linda Nielsen. Linda was a school teacher at the Hillcrest Elementary School for many, many years. She touched a lot of students that are old and have kids of their own. Now Linda hasn't changed a bit. I love her to death. Her and I speak on Facebook or Messenger or whatever it is every so often. She's just a great person. And her husband Jerry are down there in Fort Myers. So Merry Christmas to Linda and Jerry Nielsen. There's so many others too, that we are grateful for this Christmas. The music people that bring music to our ears, the lyric people, and then you got Ed Millette there, what he does for the community, There's just so many people that make Big Rapids great. So God bless you all, and a Merry Christmas, and may the good Lord be with you.
Curries Corner.
Brought to you by Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency, Gilbert's Carpets plus Color Tile, Barreton Firearms and Training Center, DW2 Drywall,